Welcome back. It's your boy Thomas, one half of M&T Travels. Just want to thank y'all so much for tuning in today. And if you're here, you are wondering about how to get one of these in 2 weeks. Let's talk. First and foremost, y'all, thank y'all so much for blowing up my passport video about how to get your passport in 1 day. If you need to know more about that because you're looking to get global entry, passport's definitely going to be needed for that. You can click up somewhere around here. I have that up for you. Go check it out. It's helped so many people so far. Read the comments as well. A lot of questions been answered in there. Also, drop a comment if you have any or a question. I'll try to answer within 24 hours. Again, I'm really here for y'all, and I mean that. M&T Travels, we are truly here for the people. I don't take that as a joke. I made these videos because I was I was looking for information on how to get stuff done, and a lot of people make videos and then they kind of interact but not really, and I don't want people to feel like they couldn't ask a question. So I want to make sure, be the change you want to see. Now, to my own horn here, just letting y'all know that don't feel ashamed to reach out, because I really am here for y'all. I really want to see everybody travel. Want to see everybody get the option to travel, to go out, explore the world, and I want to help you do that. And these are things that help see the world. So again, but I digress. Let's talk about this. So this right here is a global entry card. I got this a couple of weeks ago. Just actually got back from Canada. If you'll see a video on that very soon, talking about my time in Montreal. But when I was going up there this time, I told Marie, I was like, hey, we're getting global entry. I'm not doing customs. When I say not doing customs, I'm not doing that long line. Just have somebody ask me a couple questions so they go through. I've heard about this process. It comes with TSA pre-check as well. Why don't we do this? So she's like, oh, cool. It comes with pre-check. I'm like, yeah. So if you don't know, global entry helps you when you're getting back from the States. So not necessarily going to wherever you're going to, because they have their own customs. Canada does have Nexus, which I just applied for. So I'll let you know how that goes when we get through that. But in terms of that, whatever country you go to, they have their own customs. Got to figure that out when you get there. But in terms of coming back to the U.S., if you ever take an international flight, it can be so stressful. One, you've been traveling all day. Some people all day and all night, depending where you're coming from. You just want to go to the car and go back home. Airport feels icky, and then they kind of feel like a hospital when you're in there. So you got that that travel sweat, if you will. I don't care what time of year it is. Everybody gets travel sweat. You're lugging around a 50-pound bag you've never done before. You're walking through, sometimes running through an airport looking crazy. You just get that, you get that travel gunk on you. You just want to get that stuff off. So you bypass the line, essentially. When you get back to the U.S., you go to a kiosk, scan your face, get a printout, bam, go to the customs. It's its own line. This is global entry. There's one that says diplomats, and then flight attendants and pilots, and then global entry. That global entry line gets you through quick. You get through quick. Check the video right here. You just see us with us walking past the line, literally quick. So once you get through, bam, you're free. That's it. You just go through, bam, that's it. Just scan, boom. You declaring anything? Nope. Got anything? Nope. Go. That's it. Bam. Such a smooth process. And it also comes with TSA pre-check. The pre-check was cool. I used it. Line was dope. The line moves fairly quickly. Don't take off your shoes, which is really cool, by the way. Belt, not really. They just actually take out your laptop out of your bag still. I did that. Actually, did I even take out the laptop? I don't even think I took out the laptop. I think she just asked you got a laptop. I think she asked if I had more than 2 laptops, and I was like, no, it's got a bunch of camera equipment. She's like, oh yeah, all good. And went through. That was it. Bam. Left my watch on. All that, bro. Solid. Nice process. But the Clear lady, when I signed up Marie when we were going, Clear, that wasn't it. We got to talk about that. I got trash service from Clear, but I'll make another video on that. But yeah, so it comes with TSA pre-check. You're gonna get the global entry, 5 years, which is great. Again, it just makes your travel so much smoother. You get through the line quicker. excuse me, you get to the line quicker. And it just makes travel that much better for what I say is not a crazy price. So, what is the price? Let's get to that. The price of global entry is going to be $100 as of now. I'm coming to y'all November 2022. And that's $100. Bam. Right there. It doesn't guarantee it. It's the price of the application. Just a heads up. So if something happens and you don't get it, you do have to pay that $100 to resubmit that application. Just a heads up. But the good thing is you can actually do the whole process. I mean, like you can actually do all the paperwork online first, and it saves for, I believe, like 2 weeks actually in the system. So if you need to like wait for your check or whatever, again, no judgment. If you need to wait for money, or like you waited for another relative, you're doing it for somebody at that point, wait for them to get you the funds, you can store it 2 weeks in the application portal, so you don't have to resubmit it. It's not like you have to do it all in one sitting. So the website you're going to go to is actually going to be cbp.gov. I'll leave a link right here for you, and you're going to click on Trusted Traveler Programs, because this is what this is. It's Trusted Traveler Program. This is from the government, by the way. Under that, you'll find Global Entry, and then you're going to fill out the information as you go through it. I'm just going to let y'all know it's a lot. Like, they're asking for a lot. If you're somebody who has moved around a little bit, like myself, getting out like after college, moved around a couple times, just for work, jobs, stuff like that. Anyway, so they asked where you've been in the last 5 years. This will change you. Okay, I was going around like, man, like I lived here, I did that. Man, okay, and then they asked like employment over 5 years. This is through COVID, y'all. There's been a lot of ups and downs. So it's like, wow, like all this stuff you got to put in, and it's just really cool. It's really cool. Look back on your life, but it needs to be accurate though. So it's going to ask you last 5 years of residency, last 5 years of employment. It needs to be very detailed about where you were. Make sure you put that in there. Okay. Once you do that, get the addresses in there. By the way, happy holidays. That's after you submit all that information, put in your passport number. Again, you're going to need a passport for this, so you can't get this program without a passport. If you need to watch my video on how to get a passport in 1 day, again, I'll leave the link in the description. Click on that, get your passport, then we can start talking about global entry. Once you do that, then you're going to pay your $100. Bam. Now, here's the hard part. This 2 weeks is based on your conditional approval. Myself, I'm a square individual. Let y'all know that right now. I don't do any funny business, none of that. I used to work for the government. I've got nothing but love for them. In the employment sense, shouts out to them. I pay my bills. I ain't got no outstanding tickets, no warrants, or nothing. So let's get that. I get that clear. My baby mama drama, no nothing. Again, not judging. Just letting y'all know when it comes to this, they take all those things into consideration. I got my conditional approval maybe a couple hours. Like I think I did it that night. Woke up, it was there. Same for Marie. I did it for her that night. Woke up, it was there. Bam. That's the part that takes some people some time. I know some people that have been on that conditional approval, waiting for their conditional approval for months, if not up to a year, to get that through. That's the government. There's no expediting that process. Just want to let y'all know that. You're waiting for that conditional approval. If they have any questions, they'll let you know. They do that via email. They do not ask you the question via email. You'll get an update email from them saying, hey, there's an update in your notifications, please go check. And I got that for the conditional approval as well. So it's really scary, because when you wait for the conditional approval, they just get an email talking about an update. They don't tell you what it is. You got to log in and get it. Cool. So you got to wait to do that. And again, we're waiting on that. But like I said, I got mine in 24 hours. The majority of people who are watching this video, pretty sure y'all live nice lives, very uninteresting to the government lives. All right. Once you get that conditional approval, then it'll allow you to set appointments. Now, you can do the old-fashioned way of going through the portal and checking every 5 minutes, try to do that, which is what some people do, and it takes them a couple of months to find something. That's why people say, oh, global entry is so hard. It takes a couple of months. It takes a year to get. I'm going to call cap on that. All right. You're going to go to this website right here. Okay. That's appointmentscanner.com. Some people might have heard this. Some people might have thought it was a scam. I've used it personally. I paid my $29, my hard-earned money. I paid it to use this service. This is not a sponsorship. This is not an ad. I'm letting you know how to get this done. Okay. Once I use that, I started getting notifications left and right about appointments setting up. And you can set up the sites of what you want to use. Again, I live in the DMV. I have Dulles. I have BWI that I could use. I also have National, as well as being in DC. We also get the passport office here. It's just an office for that. It's in the Commerce building downtown. It's actually a pretty small office, but yeah, it's in the Commerce building. I was checking that diligently. I kept getting the text. I got the text all throughout. I kept getting updates. You're going to want to make sure you do turn off your do not disturb and make sure notifications come in for this, because they come all times of day and all times of night. I happened to log in. I was getting messages, and then right when I signed up 2 days later, because this is what they do, they release it in batches, and I got a whole batch coming out of the Commerce building of appointments that they were releasing, and I snagged 2 up right there. You can create 2 appointments. Okay, but you do need to create 2 appointments. You cannot create 1 appointment and bring somebody. It does not work like that. This is, again, we're talking about government stuff. Very mundane, but very particular, if you will. Very granular in what they do. Mundane yet granular. So, we go. I'll make sure I have 2 appointments booked first thing in the morning. They ask for your passport when you go down there. Also bring some information with you. I'll put the list of the information right here, the things you need to bring with you. Bring that. Go down there. You're okay. If you got the conditional approval, again, you are okay. I'm not telling you you're going to get it automatically, but barring, you come down there on some foolishness, you're going to get it, okay? They're going to ask you a couple questions. It's, hey, just want to verify the information. Don't get scared. If you watch my passport video, I tell you, don't get scared. Don't lie. These people literally get paid to do this. They're just there to do a job. You're there to get the services they're providing. Act as such, okay? Be friendly, but don't be overly friendly. Don't be rude. Just answer the people's questions and have a good day. No need to be weird about this. Probably gonna ask you like, hey, I see you traveled here, see you traveled there. Okay, cool. Do me a favor. Look into this camera. Looked into the camera, said cheese, and I got, he was like, hey, all right, expect the email from us in a little bit. I'll show you guys my card right there. That's my blurry face on that really low res, camera they use, but hey, it is what it is. And then he said, expect the update in a couple hours, maybe a day or 2. Very nice guy. We just chatted enough. He's like, yeah, he was like, you got it. Just expect that in there. And I was like, okay, cool. So waited actually a couple hours. Bam. In my email, I got my known traveler number, KTN. That is very important because that's what you're going to use for your pre-check. Once we got that, I was like, yay. And then Marie got hers a couple minutes later. I was like, yay. And bam, we got a global entry. You do not need these cards right now. Sometimes they may ask for them. For the most part, though, right now, you do not need these cards. But that KTN, you're going to put it in your booking. So when you go to book any flight, as long as they support it, which most major travelers do. The ones that don't, I believe a good amount of my Chinese flights have not accepted that, just a heads up. So I know that even before I had it, they just didn't accept it. But majority of the places where you're going in the U.S., those airlines are going to take pre-check. And again, like if you're going international, any major ones, United, Delta, American, Turkish, the ones escaping me, it starts with an E. So sorry. Emirates. My apologies. Emirates, all going to take it. That's going to get you onto the flight. That needs to be, by the way, when you book your flights now, whatever your name is on your passport needs to be on your flight now when you book that. It's a heads up. So again, my full government includes a second in there. I've always put that on there, but I really have to put that on there now on the way that it's pronounced in my passport. And then there you have it, man. You're flying around. With that, again, you get the TSA pre-check with it. And then when you come back to the States, you get to breeze through the line, yo. It's so easy. It's really a good program to use if you can afford it. I know some people might be in the comments like, oh, now everybody's going to get, now it's going to make that line long and all that. It's okay. Again, this program is a government program. So very similar to pre-check. You have to meet the criteria in order to do this, but this is more strenuous. So it's not going to be, everybody's not going to be in this line because not everybody can be in this line. Just letting y'all know that. That's the facts of it. But it's definitely going to help you coming into the States. Also, some people just don't travel enough to spend the extra $100 to do this and go through this process. It is kind of a hard process to do, just from a geographical sense as well. If you don't live next to one of these passport sites, it's going to be kind of hard to get there. So, again, some people might not want to do that. And very similar to the passport video I made, when you just don't live by there, you got to really justify, is it worth it? So that's that. But hey, you guys, again, if you have any questions, please leave a comment with your question. I'll try to get back to you within 24 hours. If I don't have the answer, I'll find out for you, at least give you the link, and let's discuss it together so I can learn more as well. We're always here for y'all. Again, it's Timus, one half of M&T Travels. Please like and subscribe. It means a lot. Y'all really giving me the support, and that video really got me just wanting to be out here and travel more, and I just want to thank y'all. I love y'all so much for that. We'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.